Be prepared for highly offensive language throughout, and adult and sexual themes. So, guys, you've joined me back in Thorn Cottage. I thought I'd just pop back in. Can't get enough of the place because our housemates have been saying things that there's some spiritual goings on in here. Can you hear that? What's that noise? Oh, it's Reverend Canon Anista. Hi, Reverend Canon Anista.
Hello, I'm glad you're here. I've been here since February.
Of course you have. It's time for a bit on the side.
I've got to say is what a viewing tonight. Stormy kicking off. What's happened to our lovely little village? It looks like the power might have gone to Mayor Suki's head just a little bit. She's ready to sack a lot of them. Things got heated for Hannah and Lowton after a slanging match over a bowl of spaghetti bolognese. And Kaylee is fuming about the arrival of our VIPs. One word: money. We've got a feast of a show for you tonight. We've got the return of not one, but two bots legends. First up, a man who never fails to make an impression. And he's not bad at impersonating people either. Luke Kempner's back tonight. And my prayers have well and truly been answered. She's been in that toilet since February. Praise the Lord, she's free. Reverend Canon Anista's back! We love her! Right, but before all of that, it is time to meet an unholy trinity that even Anne would probably have her work cut out with. First up, no matter what we tell him, he won't stop coming back to bots. We love him. He's had more top tens than we've had housemates. It's Shane Lynn! Next up, an actor who has legendary shows under his belt, such as Brookside, The Bill and Benidorm, but so far, he's been missing an appearance on the one spin-off show that will send his career up there. Yeah. Unfortunately, more talent has finished for the year, so he's going to have to make do with us. It's And finally, someone that's been a celeb for donkey's years. She might not have won Pop Stars, but she's got as much class as Mylene, and she's just as sure as Suzanne. It's the show here! Oh, good panel. Now, we had a really busy show tonight. As you saw, we've got a lot to talk about, so let's crack straight on now. As we know, this a big brother is in the business of making dreams come true. And all it turns out is that Suki just always wanted to be a lady mayoress in life. So, I mean, hashtag life goals. We're just changing lives. Shane, Sukhvinder, how do you think she's handling the role of lady mayoress?
You know what? She's handling it mighty fine. Like, come on. She couldn't wait for that role to come, right? Now, she's liking it a bit too much, but guess what? Great TV.
Yeah, but she's doing well with it. She was just waiting for that sash all her life. Michelle, Suki and Kaylee working together. I mean, we knew that there was under-tensions there and we thought it might spill over, but not this much.
Yeah, I mean, they are kind of polar opposites, but then in another breath, I have to say that I think they're very, very similar. I think Sukhvinder believes that she's the opposite to Kaylee, but I think that they're actually very similar in the way that Sukhvinder feels like she's just above everybody else. And she is the law. No matter that, the fact that now she's mayor, she would be mayor of that house for days to come after this house.
Lewis, Lewis is here. It's lovely to have you here. Lou, would you want to live in a village, a world, where Sukhvinder was your lady mayoress?
No.
No.
I'd rather have Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah, political! Don't do politics on this show.
I'm not saying something.
Do you know what? Suki did actually enjoy a bit of she enjoyed telling Hannah what Kaylee had said about Deborah, the face that like a slapped arse and all that. Shane, do you think this is a clever gameplay from Suki, sort of trying to get in there on certain sides and spread the Chinese whispers, or do you think she's going to come unstuck?
She's definitely going to come unstuck. However, did you see the pleasure in her face while she was telling her? She wanted... Poor Hannah wasn't even looking, but she had that little sly smile telling her what's going on. She was digging that.
She was just going
digging
for
those
it.
heels in.
I just want to quickly say as well, anyone here that's loving Sukhvinder and thinking, yeah, like her, because I like to be fair on this show, you are.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm a fair host like that.
Do you know what? The way Leigh Leach may not put her points across very well, but actually a lot of her points are actually bang on, and I quite like her for that. She's got the balls to say it. So let's listen hear her
And
out.
we love a set of balls on this show, that's all I'll say. Well, listen, speaking of Hannah, we were just talking about her. Let's move on to the big row with Lowton. It all escalated quite quickly. So here's a rundown of what happened. So deep breath, everyone. Imran and Tom spent 3 hours preparing a lovely spaghetti bolognese. Chanel and Ellie were keen to get stuck in, but they were meant to be gathered on the sofas. Then they said, sod that, and they went and helped themselves. Imran lost his rag. Lowton then had his say, which in turn upset Hannah. Deborah got involved, and then it turned on Rebecca. Get it? Got it? Good. Now go. Right, that's what happened. That is what happened. Right? So, first of all, the big question. 3 hours to make a spaghetti bolognese. I mean, Michelle... Come on, you like a little cook-up. Don't take that long, does it, babe?
No, it doesn't, but I think this is the first time that Imran's ever been allowed in the kitchen without her dictating what he has to do in life.
Oh!
So he's literally having the best time of his life. He's like, she's not here telling me what to do. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to find out that I can cook pasta. I'm going to chop it like that.
Let's talk about Chanel and Ellie. Lewis, do you think it was rude of Chanel and Ellie just to sort of think, balls to this, we're just going to go and start eating?
Well, no, the food was on the table, man, so go and eat it, you know what I mean?
They
It's
are.
like it was put out. It's not like they had to go and get out. It was put out there to eat, and they just went to eat it. It's hard luck for the others not to come down and start eating.
Well, look, we've done the spaghetti bolognese. Let's move on to the next big question, because Hannah felt that Lowton was being a bit snidey about her. Shane, was Lowton being snidey about Hannah?
I think he didn't realise what he was doing. He came in just to kind of make a point of, OK...
And he does that.
He does that. Imran blew up. Then Hannah came in just to give her a little kind of extra, look, you guys shouldn't have done that, blah, blah, blah. And all Lowton did was just kind of come in to console the girls. And she kind of took it a bit wrong. But rightfully so, you know, rightfully so wrong.
There is something that we do need to touch on. Hannah said in the argument that she felt differently because of the colour of her skin. Now, Lewis, let me come to you. Do you think that she was right with what she was saying there? What's your take on it?
No, I mean, look, I don't know what's going on in their life, so I can't.
And let's just say,
Yeah.
from what she was alluding to, she's obviously been through something.
Yeah.
But we're talking about life inside the big brother
I
house.
don't think that the colour thing had to come up at all in that forum. I don't think there was any point to it to be there.
Yeah, would you agree?
I totally agree. I think that it was a very difficult situation, and you're right, we don't know what's gone on in her life, and she's obviously speaking from a very deep place from her own issues or her own experiences, and I get it. But I think at that point it didn't need to be said. But I do think that actually Rebecca dealt with it really, really well.
Yeah.
Because the best way to deal with that, if you're not sure, is just acknowledge what's been said, take it in and move on, and nobody reciprocated it, and I think that was the best thing that could have happened.
Totally agree with you. Well, listen, let's move on to the new VIP guest. It's so funny to sit there and say the words Gemma Collins and she's not involved in the drama. But she in particular has been having quite a whale of a time, what with the rose, gold, taps in the bathroom. She helped herself to a nice bit of brie as well. Let me just say, she loves a bit of brie. Shane, are you pleased that them three have popped back in for a little vacation?
Do you know what? The show I watched earlier today, I forgot they were in the house. You know what I mean? Seriously, what an amazing... I mean, the guys that are in there right now are just owning Big Brother, right?
Yeah,
So you put the celebrities in there for a little... That was great idea. However, there's so much great stuff going on. Who's in the house?
Totally agree with you. Totally agree with you there. There was one person, as we said earlier, who wasn't pleased to see him. That was Kaylee. Now, if you don't know, we know, but we all should know because I've spoke about us knowing before. We know that she's got beef with Marnie. Got it out. But she said she's going to be the better person. She's going to try and rise above it. Now, we know Kaylee. Will she rise above it? No, Dan. Let's come up to you.
Do you know what? She is waiting. She is absolutely waiting, but I know they're just going to blow up and have a massive row. It's going to
So
come...
you think we're going to see a Marnie
Oh,
do
yeah.
Kaylee?
They're keeping it chilled now, but it's coming.
Who
I
think-
can't wait. I can't wait to
You
see the
can't wait.
Marnie and the Kaylee blowout. I can't wait. Bring it on.
Who thinks she's going to be a girl of her word and actually think, no, I'm not doing this? In
I
the
think
Big
the
Brother
fact that...
Paul?
Oh, God, I can't take
I'll come over to you, Lou.
No chance whatsoever. In fact, I think Kaylee might be in danger of going on Friday.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
The way
You agree?
she spoke to
Very
Arthur.
much, yeah.
You all agree? Lewis, what's she going to say?
No, I think the fact that they know it's 3 days, don't they, that they're in there. So I think Kaylee may be able to wait that out. No, I think she will. I think if it had been any longer, and I'd like to have
We
seen
did
that.
see
but
Kaylee say as well, I think at some point, they're only going to be in here for a little
Yeah,
while,
yeah.
so maybe she's just thinking along those lines. Go on, Barb.
I think that's why she sat on the
What a lovely
stairs.
floral print tonight off your darling. No, lovely floral. Nice for the weather. Well, let's talk about that arrival of the VIPs. It's definitely unsettled Rebecca. She's now worried that she's coming across as, in her own words, a psychopath with Kieran. Michelle, are we getting those vibes?
I feel for her. We've all been there where we've been in love with somebody and it's not been reciprocated, and that is Rebecca.
You think she is?
It's like having a gay best friend, and you want to crack that gay best friend, and you think that you're the one that's going to crack him. I'm sure you've had girls that might want
Well,
to.
Michelle, I didn't want you to bring it up because I didn't want to embarrass you, all right? It was one time. Get over it. God. We're both married now. All right? Never going to happen.
It didn't happen. So
Michelle, I'm just
Rebecca.
looking for just that little bit more. OK. Man, Rebecca did actually say, though, she's not said she's in love with him, but she did say Kieran is like a safety blanket for her. Shane, what are you making of the Rebecca-Kieran ship?
You know, I mean, yeah, definitely, OK, it's a safety blanket. They went into there together, they work outside together. But more to the point, you know, she does break every time he says or is asked a question. You two guys, no. We did once, but no. And she kind of just twists inside a little bit and crumbles, you know what I mean?
Just curls up into herself.
She needs him. Like, she kind of needs him strong.
She needs him. Well, listen, we've got so much more to talk about. Give him a clap. That was lovely. Lovely. It was good. It sounded in my ear. It was good. Don't go anywhere, because after the break, we're going to be revealing which housemate is threatening to quit our village, guys. Plus, the heaven must be missing an angel because the beautiful Reverend Canon Ann Easter is back. Making her buzz come back, as Alexandra Burke once said, hallelujah. See you after the break. Alexandra. Welcome back to Bit on the Side, just here with Dolly and Dolly. Now, listen, just in case you might be a bit like the GC and you feel slightly confused about housemates' names at home, Leighton is a place on the Essex-London border. It's just there. That is not one of this year's housemates. Look, it's just there. It's Lowton. And Leighton, little fun facts, also on the Central line. But enough of that. It's time for tomorrow's headlines in today's What's Village News. OK, top stories tonight. Kaylee's having second thoughts. Gemma's got her eyes on the prize. There's a staffing crisis for Lady Mayoress Suki. And Gemma's bringing joy to the village. So first up at 10:39 this morning, Lowton, not Leighton, was putting in some flexible working hours.
No, I think you need to face the other way. The other way.
What does it make you about all that?
I need lenses in these glasses now.
What's that doing?
Just.
He needs to do. Yeah.
I've got to come back in a minute. I've got to get my hair done. Lowton, will you come and do my hair? Why are you off duty?
Better get a move on, young man. No one leaves the GC waiting. Then at 10:59, it was all getting a bit too much. One of her housemates.
I want to go.
Kaylee, have you spoken to your other housemates about this?
Yeah, I have, and they understand. I spoke to Ali this morning. Obviously, she doesn't want me to go, but Rebecca and Kieran understand. I made this decision sober. I thought if I had time to show that I'm not just a reactor and a kick-off person, then maybe the perception of me would change. And then obviously you bring in the 3 VIPs, and they've never done anything to me personally. Can't say they have, but you know, one of them I can't stand the stomach of looking at. I started believing there was more to me than just kicking off. And now I just don't believe it anymore, so now I just need to get out.
Watch this space. Let's see what she decides to do. About at 1:52 this afternoon, after Joe and Lowton threatened to quit the task, Suki got, what's that word? Emotional again.
You okay?
No.
Emotional?
No, I don't like the fuck that when certain people stand up to speak, people fucking listen.
Yeah, okay. Are you emotional?
No, I'm not.
Calm
Do you know
your
what?
emotions. Calm your emotions, okay?
Stop it.
Calm your emotions.
It's not. You know what? It's not. That's what it isn't okay. It isn't okay. It isn't fucking okay. Let me in.
You've done your job. This is what I'm trying to say. You've done your job. Don't sweat it. You've done your job. This is what they want you to do, is lose composure. You don't need to lose composure.
I need them to let me in. I need them to let me in. I need them to let me in, Imran.
Calm down.
I need...
Come on, let's go try it. I'll sort her out, don't worry. Come on.
I need them to let me in.
Okay,
I need to tell them.
Okay, come on.
I need to tell them.
Tell them now. Have you cried? Come on.
I was fighting, Imran.
Darling, you need to control your emotions.
I know, I'm fine.
Control your emotions.
But I'm not emotional, I'm just sad about
Let
it.
it go. Let it go.
Selfish fucking bastards, man.
Okay. Come on. Let it go.
Listen, all I'm going to say is, don't bang my diary room door button, because I'll come for you. Don't bang that button. You break it, you pay for it. Then later, at 2:42, Gemma had a lovely little announcement for all her minions.
Big Brother has allowed us, as VIP guests, to throw you a really fabulous party. So, if we want this party later, we've all got to pull our socks up. We're going to have a bit of a glam up as well, like put our best foot forward. Don't worry, I'll have my makeup on as well. And we are going to really have a nice time.
Yeah, let's do it. So basically, you're going to get fucking rat-assed tonight.
Oh, bless her. Bless her for thinking of... No one throws a party like the GC. That's what the GC does, apparently. That was today's Boss Village News. Right, now, as we've seen from tonight's show, the Big Brother Village has fallen into, well, quite frankly, disarray, guys. Disarray. But don't worry, because there is still hope here to save our souls and enlighten us on the housemates' behaviour. It's the shining beacon of Bit on the Side. It's the one and only Reverend Gannon and East. Love you. And how you been? You all right?
Yes, fine, thank
We've
you.
an half missed it. What are we, 9 days in and I've missed you dearly?
Yeah, I know.
Can't believe you've been locked in that toilet since
I
February.
know, it was most uncomfortable.
Was you doing the sermons from in there? And
Well,
everything?
I did my best.
Yeah, she's done well, though. She's done well in there. Honestly, that's why I love you. From tonight's viewing, it looks like there needs to be a couple of exorcisms going about, if I'm going to be honest, Dan. What are you making of the series so far?
Well, it's lively and exciting. They're all jostling for position,
I
aren't
love a
they?
jostle.
You know, a bit of a jostle. And also, I think they are missing their home comforts. You know, they get this far in and they think, oh, wouldn't it be nice to have the things I've got at home or friends or music or the various things.
But
and
even
then
so, you could have your husband in there and you're still having a mess. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
what housemates,
yeah,
in your opinion, do you think are a lot more spiritually aligned? You know, they're a lot more on the straight and narrow.
Well, see, I think good old Leighton is doing...
Lowton, come on.
It's reminding me of home. Or Leighton Stone we've got as well, yeah, you know, both, yeah. I think he's good. I like him. I like Imran. I'd love to know if he's like that at home, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we would.
Possibly not.
Let's start with a deadly sin, because that's what we do on this show, and
Yeah.
I know you love it.
We like it.
One's been taken over tonight, a bit of gluttony, hasn't it? Let's have a little look at this.
No.
Are you going to do the meeting after food?
Yeah, because it's just going to get even...
Yeah, let's do the meeting after food.
Because it's for free.
No, you can't. You've got to wait for them to...
Yeah, but where are you all going? You've been all asked to sit on the sofas. Everyone's been asked to sit on the sofas, not eat the food.
She heard a meeting afterwards. So I'm gonna...
You know, you two are so fucking selfish. We've been in that fucking kitchen cooking and you just care about yourselves. Eat your fucking food, man. It's fucking bullshit.
Wow.
Yeah, I hope you fucking enjoy it.
I don't get why everyone's not coming.
We haven't done it wrong. There's no moaning
Why
for no
don't
reason.
everyone come in? Why don't everyone come in?
They just want an argument for the sake of an argument.
I'm not even in there eating. It's wrong. I don't care. It's selfish. It's selfish.
Now, I mean, I can see why he got wound up. I mean, it took him 3 hours. Let's be fair.
true.
Do you know what I mean? But in the eyes of the Lord, Anne, was Chanel and Ellie wrong to tuck in before everyone come and joined?
I think it's a shame because manners like that mean that eating isn't so much fun. It's better to eat together. It's better to share your food. You know, they didn't even think of the person who'd made it for them and clearly put his all into it.
Yeah,
after
well,
all.
I mean, 3 hours.
Yes. Well,
I'd like to know what else he put into it.
Well, exactly.
We've got another deadly sin tonight, wrath. We saw Deborah trying to get Hannah to heed the great teaching. What's it called? Turn the other cheek? Is that right? You like a turn the other cheek. How important do you think it is for Hannah to try and take that advice on board, do you think?
it's a good idea because at the moment, the only person she's hurting is herself. You know, she's got to try and move the situation on. So the only way to do that is to think of a way round, to mediate, to try and work forward and not to hold on to your anger.
But
It's not
you
good.
say anger, and I mean, what's the Bible say about anger? Are we allowed to be angry?
Yeah, anger's fine. Jesus got angry.
Jesus got
Yeah.
angry.
And God's always getting angry.
Yeah, I know. Well, listen, let's talk about...
The wrath of God.
The wrath of
yeah.
God. I mean, you don't want that. Let's
No.
talk about Mayor Suki, or Lady Mayoress, we
Yeah,
like to
no,
call her.
Mayor.
Oh, I like Lady Mayoress.
No, you're not a feminist, are you?
No, but I just like saying Lady Mayoress Sukhvinder. I just like it, and I think
Right,
she
go on
likes it as well.
I
From the
think she
looks of it, though, the power, I mean, it has been getting to her head a bit. Let's have a little reminder.
I always wanted to be a mayor. And now they're just ruining the experience for me, but I won't let them. There's just no respect. And it's like, I don't even care if they don't respect me. I care that they care about their position. In the morning, I need to sack people, Big Brother, because this is ridiculous. I need to look like a really good mayor because I'm a very good mayor. I care about my community. But I haven't got tolerance for people that don't want to better themselves.
Right, now, man, why is it important for a leader to stay benevolent? Is that the right words?
So that people follow you.
You think?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want them to follow you, you've got to be kind, you've got to be respectful, you've got to walk the walk as well as talk the talk.
Treat others how you want to be treated.
Exactly. And also to know what their jobs entail and to know how to make it easier for them.
There's someone who might do a bit of a Judas, though, on Sukhvinder, isn't there? And that's Kaylee, Deputy Mayor Kaylee. They don't get on, Anne. They do not see eye to eye, let alone tooth to tooth. How important is it for them to love thy neighbour, shall we say?
Well, Jesus said love your neighbour. He didn't say you had to like her.
Yeah.
So... which I find a very comforting thing.
Yeah.
But to act professionally, to be together, to decide what they want to achieve and then communicate it to their minions, that's the way to do it.
Well, finally, we've
They'll
got
get
one
things
deadly
done.
sin that we haven't covered. Lust. Yeah, lust.
Oh.
I know you like a bit of lust, Anne.
Yeah,
Let's have a look at
definitely.
this. She loves it.
Keep rubbing, Tom. Keep it underwater, Tom. That's it. Deep rub, deep rub. No one needs to know. No one needs to know.
Fucking hell.
That's it, no one needs to know.
No, Anne, that was a little box exclusive there. We love a foot rub off the GC.
Yeah.
Would you fancy a little foot rub off of our Tom?
Definitely.
Oh, Anne!
Yeah.
Why
not?
I have missed you so much. And because I've missed you so much, I know we've not done this before, but do you want to join our panel for the rest of the show?
Oh, yes.
Sure. Get on there. Get it off. You ain't going anywhere. Right, still to come. Kaylee and Sukhvinder go head-to-head, but first, eviction night looms this Friday, and 6 of our housemates are all praying to be saved. Will their prayers be answers? And who stays?
You decide.
There we go. Oh, isn't it lovely? This week, Charlotte, Imran, Kaylee, Raf, Rebecca and Sukhvinder all face the public vote. Who stays, you decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 6 50 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. For Charlotte, add 03. For Imran, add 07. For Kaylee, add 09. For Raf, add 13. For Rebecca, add 14. For Sukhvinder, add 15. Calls to the long number will cost 50 pence plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50 pence. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. If you're watching on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. Big Brothers Bit on the Side. Come with me, though. It's time now for literally my favourite part of the show. Now, over the course of this series, I don't know if you've noticed, I put a bots cam in the house. Do you remember? We have broken such huge news stories with it. I mean, first up, we saw Chanel washing a baking tray. Remember? Oh, stop the press. Imran stirring that spaghetti. I know. So, fingers crossed, we are going to get another exclusive now. Let's find out what's going on now. Right, no, hold up. I've noticed something. Right, so we've got some tomatoes in a little saucepan. I think they're just resting in some water, just about there. Can you see them? And do you know what? If you look closely in the reflection of the mirror, someone's left a cupboard door a bit open there. We're gonna keep. I know. Anne can't believe it. We're gonna keep a close eye on that cupboard door. I feel like I'm doing Most Haunted. Like, look, we're keeping. So there's, as you can see, such a lot going on. I mean, you just don't get that on the main show, guys. I mean, that camera actually cost us money. Right, it's time for another exclusive now. And if you thought the dust might have settled between Kaylee and Sukhvinder, you'd be right. No, you wouldn't. You'd be very wrong.
Why don't we come back to the task?
I can do the task, but I don't need you meddling into my personal...
Why don't you do the task then?
I can do the task fine.
Why are you constantly trying to break it down then?
How am I constantly trying to break it down?
Why are you not lifting people up either? I don't see you going around as a deputy doing the thing.
It was yesterday, you agreed with me late last night that none of us had clear communication.
Yeah, we didn't have communication.
So how did I break it down?
So did you wake up
Today's a new day where I woke up and I was like, you didn't know, but I was already leaving this morning.
But you
I
changed
couldn't
your
give a
mind?
flying fuck. No, I haven't changed my mind.
Okay.
Don't patronise me like that, Sukhvinder, because you're an absolute cunt if you think that's funny.
Wow, you're such a classy girl.
And you are.
Yeah,
Are you joking?
Using the C word.
Yeah, I will. I will use that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because that's exactly what you are.
OK, I don't appreciate being spoken to like that.
Take your negative energy somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
Stupid little cunt, man.
Wow, that mouth.
Your mouth. It's all right for you to use that mouth. It's not right for anyone else.
I don't use words like that, though. So don't call me that word again.
It's not right for you to bring other people down, but it's not right for anyone else.
You bring yourself down.
I couldn't give a fuck what I do to myself.
Yeah.
You need to reassess your fucking self. Stupid little shit.
I mean, look, it's not like we've not heard that word on the show before, but I am shook. I can't believe I've got to do this. Reverend Canon and Easter, I've got to come to you. And what are you making of that?
Well, I don't like it because it's part of me and I don't want to curse anybody with part of me.
Yeah.
I'll say all the others because we all do them, you know, if we're lucky.
But not that one. Not that one. Michelle, what were you making of that clip?
I mean, look, I haven't actually personally ever used that word in my life. I don't think it's necessary, and I think that you can exude your anger and frustration using other words. However, she is close to being one at the moment.
Oh! Well, we're going to talk about this a lot more in depth in a bit, but I've got to ask you this question. I've been waiting to ask you this all day. What does Dawn French, Stephen Fry, and Matt Lucas have in common? Any guessing? No? Well, aside from not answering our calls to be booked on the panel, they're all really massive fans of my next guest. It gives me great pleasure to say bringing the lulz back to Bots Village. He's back and he's here to stay. Give it up for Luke Kempner! Impressionist and a Big Brother superfan!
Now, thank you, Rylan, very much for letting me use that bit of music and finding some money in the budget, because this series has got me thinking non-stop about the village people. Even more than I usually do. Now, I am loving the new village feel of Big Brother, but I've heard they've had a real village problem. Village problems for village people. So today, I went and caught up with Ellie to find out exactly what's happened.
Hey up, I'm Ellie. Oh, right, well, no, I've got to admit something. I've got my cat stuck up a tree on purpose. Because, you know Lawton, the local handyman? Well, he'll have to go up and get it, and I thought that was the only way that I could get Lawton to touch me pussy.
No, me cat! Me cat! Rylan, they're being filthy. Will you tell them off for being filthy?
You're filthy! You're filthy!
Oh, no, I meant me cat. Although I would quite like him to touch me. Who wouldn't know he's so dreamy? I could never get a guy like him. I was just chatting to the award-winning impressionist Luke Kempner, and he said that I was pretty, and I was like, me, Ella, pretty? Nah. Oh, Kayla, did you just hear what I was saying about me cat? Oh, no, I wasn't listening to you. I was just thinking about myself. I can help you, because I'm the local town crier. Watch. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Do you want me to get that cat down for you? Get down, you stupid cat fuck. Sorry. Lawton, will you come and get a stupid fucking cat down? Did someone call for a handyman? Hey. Anyone want to grab me tool belt? Hey, I don't mind helping you, Ellie, because you're a good girl. You're a good girl. Anyone want a sweet? That was weird when I did that on opening night. Now, look, I know I'm a good handyman. because I've written it on my hand. Look. Good handyman. See? Tom, you think I'm a good handyman, don't you, Tom? I just said, if you want to get your cat down, then you need to ask Lawton, innit? Because he is a local handyman. And I can't help you, because me, what was my name again? I had it tattooed on me somewhere. Oh, yeah, Tom. Yeah. I can't help you, because I'm just in a local brass band. But I also run the local taxi service. I calls it Tuba. Oh, you think that's funny? You think that's funny, do you? Well, I used to be a deep-sea diver, and I runs a local taxi service then, too. I calls it Scuba. Oh, Chanel, who you talking to, Chanel? Oh, come down, pussy. Oh, do you think it's dead funny that we're both quite similar, aren't we? Because I wee on things to mark my territory too. That's nice, isn't it? Come on, pussy, come down. Don't you dare. I'm the mayor, and I don't fucking swear. Now, I can't help getting the cat because he's too intelligent for me. But, or whatever they say, you need to get Luton to do it, or whatever they say. What's his name? Leighton. What? Lotion? Someone's left the lights on? Nah, I can't be expected to get everyone's name right. This is too intelligent for me. I know everyone's name, isn't that right, Rafa? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, whatever, for sure. I'm Luke, I'm a Big Brother superfan, Luke. Whoa, Raph, I'm the Big Brother superfan. Isn't that right, guys? Whatever, for sure. It's not a cat up there, it's Sukhvinder. So, whatever, Imran, you need to come and get her down. No, Imran, don't come for me. Don't come for me, Imran. I don't like that. Don't come for me. I'm gonna stay up here in this tree and you can stay down there with your new fucking friends. No. It's okay. No need to be up there. I can't keep an eye on you all the time. I'm the local school teacher. I was just teaching the kids some new things, like the world is flat, Santa Claus is real, and Ryland doesn't use fake tan. Suki, look what you've done. You've upset Ryland now, Suki. Come on, Ryland, hold my hands. Hold my hands. 10 breaths. 10 breaths, hold my hands. 10 breaths, Ryland. Oh, he's much taller on the telly. Suki, do you still love me? Do you still love me, Suki? No, Luke, you come up here. We're going to give them some free fucking porn. Whoa! Sukvinder, it's 2017. I haven't paid for porn in years. I've been Luke Kemner, and I'll see you all again soon. Good night.
Welcome home. Your Imran killed me. It's so good. Oh, Luke Kemner, everyone. Listen, don't go anywhere, because after the break there's going to be more chat from tonight's panel, and we've got another exclusive for you. Guess what?
What?
Sukvinder's still not happy. See you straight after this break. Luke Kemner, everyone. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Right, it is time now for another exclusive, and by the looks of it, Suki's in no rush to give up that title of Lady Mayoress.
Other people might get up and start saying, I'm leaving, and go upstairs and spend 3 hours in the Big Brother diary. You know, I'm leaving. Well, go. Stop going on about your shit. Fuck off. Stop making it shit for everybody else and then trying to blame me for it, because I'm the mayor. I'm the mayor. I wanted to be the mayor, so I am the mayor. And now I'm bossing you about. You don't like it. Well, do you know what? Don't like it. I'm still going to be the fucking mayor. And if I've got to sleep in a bed because I've got the privilege of going through this with my husband, I'm going to get in the bed with him and keep my sanity, and I'm going to wake up and I'm going to put my crown back on and I'm going to be the mayor again.
I'm the mayor. Shane, she's the mayor.
Listen, I'm going to start calling her Suki now as well, you know. I remember in week 1, in the beginning, she didn't want to follow.
There was 2 decks and a
She didn't want to
microphone.
follow, right? She was one of the people. That's the first time you seen her kick off with Imran, was because she was like, I'm not following them rules, blah, blah, blah. You cannot be a good leader unless you know how to follow.
Yeah. True. Lewis, what are you making of the mayor?
Well, I think she's made a match in Kaylee, because, you know, Sukvinder reduced poor Charlotte to... not Charlotte, Janelle to tears the other night. But you won't have that with Kaylee, and I like the way that Kaylee bites back at her. And she can drop all the Anglo-Saxon she wants for me, because Sukvinder deserves it.
Oh, well, there you go. See, this is the argument. Well, listen, our residents, they have been living together for, if I've worked it out right, about 217 hours, I think. That's about... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Someone wrote it. But how different are they compared to our first launch night impressions? So let's start with our sister acts, Hannah and Deborah. Now, and they had quite a quiet start, didn't they? But, I mean, they've really piped up now. Are they the feisty duo that we're seeing now that we were promised in their launch VT, do you think?
I hope so, and I'd like to see them creating a bit of mischief and having fun with everybody, you know. Would be really good to see that.
It would be nice to see a bit more of that side of them that we saw in their VT.
Yeah, good.
Let's talk about Chanel. She had a lot of front on the launch night. She seems to be revealing, though, let's be fair, a lot more than her boobs now. Shane, what's your take on Chanel so far? A lot of people said she's gone on a little journey in there.
Yeah, she's kind of settling down into being the person she is inside. Now, I think, you know, a lot of her outer skin, let's say, is a kind of a defense mechanism for sure. I'm like that the same. I look like this in terms of tattoos and all that because it's a defense mechanism. But inside, you know, she's got a lot to show, I think. I think she's a good girl.
No, okay. Let's talk about Charlotte. She's still keeping her cards pretty close to her chest. Michelle, was your opinion changed on Charlotte at all?
No, I thought she was dry going in. I think she's dry now. Sorry. I really wish her mummy was still in it.
You miss Randy Mandy?
I think the wrong one went. I'm so sorry, Charlotte, but I really do. Age rules.
Age rules.
See, a And Mum gave it a great build-up about, said all this one-liners and repartee, but we're not seeing it. And she's just gone under the radar,
Yeah,
Charlie,
I think she's struggling with them big characters in there. Let's talk about Joe. We know he paints himself as a bit of a geezer. But since being on the show, he's cried in the diary room and sobbed on Sukhvinder's shoulder. Lewis, do you think our hard man's softening up a bit?
No, we have a saying in Liverpool called Plazzy Gangster, and that's what it is. and that's what Joe is, a plastic gangster, man. He's like, there's only anybody who knows that, you know.
Do you think we're seeing the true side of Joe yet?
No.
You
And
don't?
I think there's a nasty part
Yeah.
yet to come.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I really do, yeah. I really do. I think we've yet to see that. A really nasty part. We're going to see that soon.
Well, we'll keep our eye on that one. Let's talk about Lowton. He seemed pretty confident entering the house. I mean, that chat with Emma was awkward. The rippling torso's not getting any smaller, Michelle, is it? I mean, he's still working on that, but is his ego being brought down a peg or two?
Listen, I actually know Lowton.
Oh, you know everyone. You're like Lizzie Cundy, knows everyone.
Everyone knows Lowton. If you saw the first episode of Bots when Katie was telling you how she was doing it,
we won't go there.
We won't go there, but I was there then.
I bet you were.
I was.
Somebody did, yeah.
But anyway, that's a different story. But do you know what? I actually think Lowton is a decent guy. I really do.
Yeah.
And I think that a part of his chat with Emma on the way in was an awkward chat, an awkwardness on his part, because he's so used to being loved by his fans, loved by girls, whatever, his friend. He got on that stage and he got booed, and he's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And he'd be cocky and he'd be smitten. And I think that he was sort of out of his comfort zone. He had no intention on being that awkward or a little bit arsey with Emma, and it just came across wrong. He's not like that, trust me.
OK, well, we are seeing a bit of a different side to him than what we saw on Long. Anne, I know you love a hunky man, don't you?
I do.
She loves a hunky man. So we've got Kieran, we've got Lowton. Oh, God bless you. We've got Kieran, we've got Lowton, and we've got Tom. Who's floating your boat out of them three?
Oh, definitely Lowton.
Yeah. You think?
There's something quite tender and gentlemanly about him, I think. But at the same time, he's tough.
You like? Oh, she likes the tough
Yes,
one. This one.
I like.
Let's move on to our girl next door, Ellie. Shane, what do you think of Ellie? Great housemate or nightmare neighbour?
Love a bit of Ellie.
Oh, you do?
I do. I mean, I'm glad she's kind of seeing the whole kind of Lowton thing as just a moment to get a little grope. Now, moving on from the love, you know, move all love aside, she's going, as soon as he shows her any little bit of attention, she has a little feel and goes, ooh, I love it. And
I'll have a feel up tonight, I ain't going anywhere else.
And she's kind of moving on, which is good, but she might have a problem with, what's that, Marnie one that's going in?
Marnie.
She's not liking that, right?
Yeah.
See that slight little slide, giving the rub hand, she was like, what? That's my man, you know.
Well, you're talking about drama. We've had plenty of it over the last few days. This drama, Lewis, did you ever think, looking at them two people walking in on launch night, that Sukhvinder and Imran would be the two that have been pretty much at the centre of most of these arguments?
No, I wouldn't have done on their VT. My wife has a theory that it's their game plan.
Do you think?
Yeah, she thinks that it's to get...
let's get your wife on!
I know, it's pure airtime, and she's getting it every time. I mean, the other night they got nominated and it's like, here's porn for the public. I mean, come on, what's that about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know,
I think that's definitely, I think it's a game plan.
Yeah.
But I think, unfortunately, she'll come unstuck. She's only lucky this week because I think poor Charlie will go, because Charlie's, like, been under the radar, and I don't think people even remember that she's in. But it'll come unstuck for Sukhvinder. Charlotte's on.
No, it's like they're going, who's Charlie? I'm going, Charlie, come on, we show her names, yeah? Let's talk about Rebecca. She said in her profile VT that on launch night she wasn't going to be an easy person to live with, and she would manipulate people if she needed to. Now, Anne, do you think that was just a bit of chat for the VT? Because have we seen that calculating side to her yet?
Not yet. No, I think she's been quite quiet, quite ordinary, quite a little bit dull, even.
I completely disagree with that.
You disagree?
Yeah, man. Well, look at her play the victim there earlier on. She was going on about, what you call it, she wants to stick up to Deborah, right? Yeah. And all of a sudden then she's like, oh, don't do that to me, don't be all aggressive. Silly little one. Listen, she's an idiot. The victim, man.
We've got to talk about her. Let's talk about Kaylee. She told Emma that her psychoness won't come out because she's got a boyfriend. Michelle, has the psychoness come out in Kaylee, do you think?
I don't think we've seen any near what she can be capable of with psychoness. I think that that's yet to come. But I do quite like Kaylee. I really do. I don't think she's a bad person. I just think that she could be a little bit kind of like the other level, and she's going to get there if she's pushed by Sukhvinder.
Yeah. She's
very
a
quick.
firecracker.
Sorry, Lou.
Calculated. Go on, man.
Very quickly, I'll come to you, Lou. Raf, we've got to talk about him. We've got about 40 seconds left. What are we making of superfan Raf? On launch night, he got booed walking in.
Come on,
People
Raf.
are now seem to be warming to him.
I like him.
Lewis, do you agree?
I do like him, but I think somebody that's watched every Big Brother all around the world, he's got to have a plan somewhere. You don't watch that and not get a plan.
And do you agree?
I think he's a nice fellow. I think he's clever. So he's quite possibly got a game plan.
But I think his
lurking
game plan was
underneath.
just getting in the house.
But just to get there,
So he said what he needed to say. He knew what you were looking for. He's in the house.
there.
And he done it. He got in. Oh, well, listen, that is it. That is all I've got time for tonight. And massive thank you to my panel and a fantastic audience. I'm going to be back tomorrow just after 11. I've got our new Miss Stupid Stephanie Davis here. She'll be giving out all the relationship advice. And we've got comedian Charlie Baker and Casey Billings is going to be here as well. Until then, bye now.